Alright, everyone. Casualties of Gaming here, doing something a little bit different today. I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole online about getting controller support on the original Diablo for PC. And I ran across a few different ways to do this. One of them that I messed around with had to do with messing around with C++, and we're not doing that today because that shit is way, way, way over my head. So what I did run across is this Devilutionx, I think is how you pronounce that, X mod, done by Dia Surgical. This is on GitHub. I'll be dropping links to this stuff in the description, so you can navigate to that as you see fit if you want to do this. So what you're going to need for this is obviously a PC version of the game. You can source it from the CD if you have it. I do not. Or you can buy a copy from GOG or Battle.net. My copy will be coming from GOG. What you're going to need to source from that copy is this bad boy right here. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. And then if you want, you don't necessarily need to do this from what I gather, but if you want to run the Hellfire expansion, you'll need the Hellfire MPK, the Hellfire Monk MPK, the music, and the voice. So after you've figured out, you bought your copy, however you're going to do it, navigate over to the release page. Now, obviously, there are quite a few different ways you can use this mod. There's a 3DS version, there's an Android version, there's an iOS version, Linux, Mac OS, even PlayStation 4, and I believe an Xbox One. Yeah, Xbox One in here. So we're going with the Windows version, obviously. There's even a Vita version. I might have to mess around with that later. Switch version. I guess if you have a hack Switch. I thought I saw... Okay, there's an RG35 version. I might have to mess with that. I wonder if I can get that to run on my 35XX. Anyway, that's kind of irrelevant. So once you take that out, you unzip that. Wow, I have a bunch of shit in here. Once you take that out and unzip that, you will be left with something that looks like this. So after you're done with that, we want to go over here and we want to get to our copy of Diablo Hellfire, which I have right here. You will go to Manage Installation, you will go to Show Folder, and it will pop up. Now, let me minimize all of this unnecessary crap. So then you're left with this and this. Pretty simple. So, oh God, fucking Windows 11. Show more options, copy. You want to move him over. That's the main thing that you want. Show more options, paste. And he shows up there. Now, if you want the Hellfire expansion, this guy right here, the Hellfire MPK, and these three right here are what you want. So just take him over. You can move it over or you can copy it over. It's up to you. For simplicity's sake, I'm just going to go ahead and move them all over for now. I'll move copies back in the original after I'm done, just because you can exit out of that. And then, basically, I would suggest having the folder for this sitting on your desktop. You can launch it from here. Just open the folder, launch it from there, and you have controller support. Now, I've got this set up already in 1440p, which is why this is going to look a little weird. I've messed around with it a little bit. I actually wouldn't suggest running it in this, even if you have a 1440p monitor like I do, because it just looks weird. But you can mess with that. There's other settings. You can remap. Let's go ahead and just start up. And you have your controller support. just like on the PS1. Maybe not just like on the PS1. I'm not really sure about that, to be honest. I haven't played the PS1 version in ages. I am going to be putting the PS1 version of this game on my Ambernic 35XX and messing around with that. I guess you can put this port on there from what I've heard, along with the Miu Mini. So I may, if I figure out how to do that, I may do a guide on how to load that up too, because why the hell not? But yeah, that is that. Hopefully you liked this guide, and maybe stay tuned for more of them if I get some interest in these. Anyway, I've been Casualties of Gaming, and I will see all of you fuckers later.